Hey everyone, welcome back to another Game Vault video. As always, I'm Cat to BV. This is the Game Vault. We're going to talk a little bit more about Assassin's Creed Shadows today and just kind of sum up what's been going on with this game and the latest goofy thing that happened, and it just continues to make me laugh. So let's cue up the music and then we'll get right into it. All right, first off, upcoming in November, the latest mainline Assassin's Creed game, Shadows, will be released. It's more of the open world format style game in the footsteps of things like Valhalla, Origins, and Odyssey. So a larger game. This one's set in feudal Japan. I think it's the 1500s. And as you would expect, the main character is a black samurai, just like you'd expect from that time frame. Anyway, that's just the beginning of this whole mess. So let's go down the list. Check. Black samurai. Just stupid. DEI, absolutely a ridiculous thing to put into this game when they could have just gone with a regular old Japanese samurai. It's possible that he's going to be LGBT or whatever. They've talked about that. Him and the female shinobi, the female ninja character, who also really wasn't a thing back then. So there's two steps there. We saw some combat, right? And instead of having the finesse of a samurai and all that, he's just running around with this big-ass club type thing, crushing people and all, which, maybe that's just the play style of the person who was playing it. That could be forgiven. But there's hip-hop fight music when he fights. Hip-hop style fight music. So, yeah. It's like, what are we doing here, right? This is set in feudal Japan. Why do we have hip-hop? It's almost like a caricature of a game. Like racists wanted to make a game and says, let's see how far we can push things and just make it so, people don't get it. I just want how far we can push it. So, yeah, there's the hip hop. There's God, what else has there been? It's just been it's been a complete and utter disaster so far. A lot of people are it's a mainline Assassin's Creed game. It is going to sell, and it's going to do okay. Will it be extraordinary in its sales? I highly doubt it. There's a large group of people that are not going to buy this because of the things I mentioned, just because of how silly it is to have a game. We all wanted a game set in feudal Japan. It would have been great during the samurai times to have an awesome, real samurai. Not this. He's a real guy. The character, the main character, is a real person that existed, Yosuke, but he was never a samurai. He was more of an oddity and a pet to one of the samurais there. He acted as that samurai's retainer. Or I guess you would call that maybe a page or a squire or something like that. I guess that's roughly the equivalent of it. But they made him the main character in an Assassin's Creed game. But the latest thing, Ubisoft is now accused of stealing a banner from a Japanese reenactment group for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah. So we see this asset. This is, anything you see in the game is an asset, right? Uniforms, pieces of crystal, trees, and all that. If you've played enough video games, you'll start to recognize generic assets that people are taking straight out of, like, let's say, straight out of an engine, like Unreal, for instance. Unreal has assets that are free for people to use. And if you're making a basic game and you're a single developer making a game, that allows you to focus more on the gameplay and how you want to do things and the story, rather than creating all these different assets. So it's cool. But you'll start to recognize assets back and forth. But anyway, in the footage of the game, the reenactment group, the Sekigahara Teppo Corps' back flag is seen being carried by a soldier, as showcased by former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern. Mark, man, you find all this garbage out there. It's hilarious. It's completely hilarious. So here's the flag in the game, and it says Sekigahara Gun Corps. Right? Here's the actual flag. a cutout from a photo. I mean, is it the exact same thing? I don't read Japanese, but boy, it certainly looks like it's the exact same thing. Like they took this picture, scanned it, and made a flag out of it with just being completely tone deaf. They don't even know what it says on it. That's what really cracks me up. That's like people, you see these people that go get a Chinese symbol tattooed on their body, and they're like, oh, what does that mean? Oh, it means water, or it means whatever. And they have no idea what it means half the time. They're just idiots. They were somewhere, they got drunk, and they're like, oh, let's get cool Chinese tattoos. I want mine to say water and yours to say fire because we don't mix. I'm just making up stupid crap that people probably do. And there it is. But yeah. A member of the group was also informed of the back flag and confirmed it was indeed the group's flag. As translated by Google on X, he wrote, I heard a little bit about it, but it seems that the Sekigahara rifle core was used as a background for the concept art for Assassin's Creed Shadow. I actually took a look at it, and when I zoomed in, I could definitely see the back flag that we use. Honestly, I'm not sure how to react. So, he also shared that the group was contemplating filing a lawsuit, but indicated that the group is made entirely of volunteers and is not a profit-making entity. He stated, thank you all so much for your comments. We do not engage in profit-making activities and are run almost entirely by volunteers from the general public. Many people are of the opinion that we should sue, but would we have to cover the cost and effort? I'm glad you care about it, but, and that's right, here's the problem. If you're a little guy and somebody tramples all over you and all that, especially a big corporation like Ubisoft, it's hard to stand up against them because it's going to cost you money. You're going to need a significant amount of money to get that lawsuit going. And these big corporations, they have legal teams. They don't just hire a lawyer like you and me. No, they have a legal department, a whole legal team. And that whole legal team is just going to go full force against you and whatever. I mean, and what can they do about this, right? Like, what can they sue about? How do you sue because of the picture of a flag? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird. I don't know if there's a lawsuit there or whatever, but whatever it is, it's just sleazy. They couldn't have just made a flag up and just made something cool on their own. They had to just... That's lazy, man. That is so lazy. He reiterated this in another post. Thank you for your comment. We're not profit-making, so we do not have the power to hire a lawyer and fight. He went on to write, the issue with Sekigahara Riflemen was the unauthorized use of the black flag, but isn't the fabrication of history a separate issue also? I think the design of the flag would have been impossible at the time, but I don't know if the Sekigahara Rifle Corps didn't exist. Next, he detailed that he contacted Ubisoft Japanese and informed them that they should seek permission to use the back flag. I registered as a user and contacted Ubisoft's Japan support via inquiry form. I told them that the concept art depicts the Sekigahara Rifle Corps flag, and if they wanted to officially use it, they should contact the representative. And in a post on June 19th, he appeared to encourage followers who think that the group should sue to contact a lawyer on behalf of the group or the Agency for Cultural Affairs. He wrote, if you think that we should sue, would you please contact a lawyer or the Agency for Cultural Affairs directly instead of asking me for help? And finally, he appeared to indicate that the group is discussing crowdfunding efforts. Now, here's where the power of the mob comes into play, or the crowd. It's unclear what these crowdfunding efforts would be for. It's possible they could be for a lawsuit or just to help support the Corps. He did share that the best way to support the Corps is to see their demonstrations in person. Thank you for all the comments regarding support through crowdfunding and other means. I am currently consulting with the higher-ups in the unit. Personally, I feel that the best support would be for people to see the Sekigahara Rifle Corps demonstration in person and for them to have more opportunities to perform. I will keep you updated on any progress. So there you have it. This is the latest in a string of controversies. Yeah, we talked about those. The game's boss, Mark Alexis Cote, recently admitted that he was emotionally broken by Elon Musk, who reacted to Assassin's Creed Shadows by posting DEI kills art. That was kind of funny to hear. He had told GameFile that tweet generated emotions that the first thing I wanted to do was go back on X, that I had deleted, and just tweet back, and I just took a step back. I had a mindfulness app on my phone, and I did a bit of mindfulness to try and explore the emotions that this tweet created. What the hell is... What? My guys, if you ever hear me mention a mindfulness app on my phone and that I need to do a little bit of mindfulness and explore my emotions over a tweet, please call me out on it. You can use any word in the book because I will deserve it. And I got a few choice words I'd like to use here, but we won't. So I'll link this whole story down below in the comments. You can read this thing by yourself. It's quite hilarious. But, oh yeah, it also goes to talk about Sachi Hori here, whatever her freaking name is, this idiot who's exploring introduction to Japanese culture and languages and scripts of gender, class, nation, and nation, gender, sexuality, and power in pre-modern Japan. Whatever. I mean, that's something that she teaches. She teaches like about, yeah, tales of idolized boys, male love, and medieval Japanese narratives, all this weird stuff, and it's kind of creepy. I mean, I don't know what sent you on that path in your life, Sachi Hori, but good luck to you. Anyway, I'm done talking about this stupid-ass game today. Go ahead, leave a like on this video down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications if you believe this DEI crap needs to end and it's coming to an end. Yeah, leave a like on the video and let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you all next time. Until then, peace.